Hello, 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 family. Just want to jump on here real quickly. Hopefully, it won't be too long, but and just get you this LinkedIn networking lead generation training. We had the master class this past weekend, and guess what? I just forgot to hit that record button. But hey, we always want to make lemonade out of our lemons. And so one of the things I said, look, let me just go ahead and do a great training for the family, and I think you're going to get a lot of value out of this. So this is kind of the agenda, and we will be having our next masterclass on March 12th. So I'll be putting that link in here as well. So if you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up, because I tell you, every time we do the masterclass, we just get better and better. So okay, so with that being said, let's jump right into it. We had our introduction from 11 to 11:05. Not going to go into too much of that. That was really just an opportunity for us, to let people come in, get settled and things like that. So that's all that was. Then at between 11:05 11:10, we really did the networking. That was an opportunity for each of our members to put their business in the chat. Now this is going to be kind of the format that we're going to use going forward, but we'll always going to throw some things in there, spice it up, change it up a little bit. So this was an opportunity for our business members to put their business in there, and you should be receiving a transcript with this video as well, and I'll be happy to share that with you. Anyway, so one of the things that I wanted to share with you is a networking tip, is that as you're on Zoom now, the only way I found to do it so far is to be able to, while you're here, let's see if I can do it. I may not be able to do it here, but anyway, while you're here on your Zoom, there's going to be three dots, and they will let you click on that, and you can actually go down and rename your name while the Zoom is active. And I would encourage you, first name, last name, dash what it is that you do. So mine would be Sean Hill, LinkedIn coach, or yours would be John Doe accountant, Jane Doe marketing specialist. Now, why should you do that? You're going to do that for two reasons, right? One is that because as you are doing the program, people keep seeing that and looking at your profile, looking at your picture, and they can continue to see what you do. That's just branding. That's just branding, right, again and again and again. But here's where it gets even better. For those of you who like to be active in chat, and I love being active in chat, every time that you post is going to have that little stamp with what you do in the transcript. So when that people record, save the chat, your name is going to pop up with exactly what you do. So I think that's a great opportunity for branding, for people to remember who it is that you are and what you do. So I would definitely encourage that. Okay, so now the next thing I want to talk about is lead generation on LinkedIn. One of the ways that you can build that know, like, and trust factor with your ideal client is by continuing to follow them, especially if they're posting. You want to continue to engage with them, engage on their posts. So let me show you one of the things that you can do to really build up those leads. So go here. And so Leanne, let's say, for instance, I wanted to build that know, like, and trust factor with Leanne. We're going to come back to Leanne in a little bit, because I'm going to be doing a profile review that I did during the class. So this is not going to be anything new for either Leanne or Carol, because they asked me to do the profile review during class, and I did that. So what I want to show you, let's say, for instance, I want to build that relationship with Leanne. This is something that's pretty new. So I can click on this bell, and it says you'll be notified about all new posts from Leanne. Now, click on that. You'll be so when you click on that, usually, okay, you'll be notified all new posts from Leanne. Okay, so that's what I want. I want to be notified so that when Leanne posts, I can go out and engage on it. So what happens is, a lot of times LinkedIn kind of controls the feed. So you control who you see and when you see them. So you don't always get a chance to just pinpoint the people that you want to connect with. This is one way of allowing you to make sure that when somebody of value that you're wanting to connect with posts, you see that post. And so I think that's a great opportunity to really build that know, like, and trust factor. Okay, all right, let's move on. Now, We always say that the fortune is in the follow-up, but don't you get tired of just following up with people like, you ready to get started? You ready to get started? You ready to get started? This way of following up, I believe, really, really is going to bring you a whole lot more value, a whole lot more clients and customers, and a whole lot more revenue. And it also shows that you listen to them about their problem, their issues, and you weren't just trying to sell your program, right? So when you follow up, say, hey, Joe, I know we talked about your wanting to whatever. Maybe you talked to Joe, in this case, about wanting to get more leads. Maybe you talked to Joe about protecting his family. I know we talked about you want to protect your family with life insurance or whatever it is that you guys talked about. That was the benefit of Joe talking to you. Hey, I wanted to follow up with you and see how I can help you with that. So we remind Joe what the problem was. And now we say, hey, I want to follow up and see how I can help you with that. As opposed to, hey, Joe, I know we talked about A, B, and C. Are you ready to get started on that life insurance? Then it's just about us. Hey, it's about us. But when we leave with having listened to what Joe was concerned about, reminding Joe of his problem, reminding Joe that he probably at this point hasn't solved his problems, now that's a much better way to follow up. But it all starts with, at the very beginning, us understanding what's Joe's major concern. It's not our product. What did Joe want? What problem was he trying to solve by having our product? So that's key. So just a great, great way to follow up. So next we talk about power partners. Power partners are so important. So what is a power partner? A power partner is someone that services the same clients that you do, but they don't do the same service, or they don't have the same product that you do. And the reason why these people are great referral partners is because ideally you'll be able to share referrals back and forth, because ideally you do the same thing. You service that same client, but you don't do what they do. Let me give you a perfect example. For me as a LinkedIn coach, a good power partner for me, now this may sound a little bit strange, a good power partner for me is actually a bookkeeper, right? Because they're not training on LinkedIn, right? They're not training on LinkedIn, but they know the finances of that person. They know that that person probably needs some leads because the sales are down. So one of the areas they probably need in their B2B business, number one platform for B2B businesses is LinkedIn. So just natural that you would want them to be on LinkedIn. Now, same thing for me. As I'm talking to this person, and maybe they're concerned because their finances or their bookkeeping or something like that, it comes up as we're talking, that's not where they want to be. Hey, guess what? I know somebody that can help you with that. I know somebody that can help you cash flow. I know somebody that can help you with figuring out where your money's going and how things are going. And so that's a great power partner for me, because once again, we're servicing the same client, but we're not doing the same thing. Now, another great power partner for me is a marketing agency, right? Because a lot of times they're doing the marketing, but they're not in the weeds of the specific platform. They'll have an overall game plan, but they may not be talking about the little nuances of a particular platform. Same thing for me. I'm talking about LinkedIn, but as far as creating a whole marketing plan for a business, that's not my area. I would definitely refer that to somebody else. Okay. So think about that. Think about, okay, what is it? What service or product do I provide? And who else services that same client? That person is going to be your power partner. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to reach out to that person, reach out to them on LinkedIn, and you want to offer them a referral deal. Not, you just want to say something very, easy, right? Don't complicate it. Don't make it these long paragraphs. Shorter is better. Get to the point. Hey, Joe, I do this. I see that you do that. I think we could be good referral partners, because a lot of people, power partner, people might not know what that is, right? So a good referral partner, because that's kind of more of what you're talking about. I think we will be good referral partners because we service the same client, but we don't do the same thing. Would this interest you? Now, I love that. See, some people want to say, hey, if this is of interest to you, here's my link, get on my calendar, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a big fan of that. To me, it's really passive. It's almost passive aggressive, but it's really passive. If you find this interest, I like getting a yes or no. Are you interested or not? It doesn't matter to me. No, if it's no, great. I move on to the next person. If it's yes, then I send the link, because now what I've done is I've gotten a level of commitment. When you just send your link out without getting any yes or no, there's really no commitment there. It's really easy to ignore that because there's no question, there's no action for them to do. But when you're asking a person a specific question, it's harder for them to ignore it. Now, can they ignore it? Yes, obviously can, but it's harder for them to ignore it. Don't be afraid of no. You love no. I love no, because no lets me know that where I'm at. Is this a good person for me to connect with, or is this not going to be a good fit for me? So there's nothing wrong with no. So that's the power partner. Now, one of the things you also want to do is those 5, 10, or 15 really solid power partners. Now, let me back up. Let me back up and reverse that. So power partners and referral partners happen over time. We may give a person a name of a referral partner, but if they never refer anybody to you, then they're not a referral partner. Even if you refer people to them, if they never refer anybody to you, they're not a referral partner. So these things are built up over time. One of the ways that you can help your referral partner help you is let them know what you need. Don't make them guess. I would encourage you to meet with your referral partner at least once a week. Not meet with them, but check in with them. Check in with them once a week. And now we're getting to number 6, which is the big ask, ASK, the big ask. In other words, find out one thing that you want to ask your power partner, referral partner to help you with that week. One thing you want to have them help you with that week. And that building up that relationship consistently, week over week, is just going to get deeper and better, and the quality of referrals are going to get better. So don't be worried at the very beginning if they're not giving you the best referrals and all this just is not the best. Don't worry about that. Over time, you'll get there, okay? But once a week, tell them what your big ask is, ASK. All right. And at number 7, we made an offer, and I won't go into that on this video. But and then we did some profile reviews. And so I'm going to do some of those profile reviews here for you now that I did then. Well, I guess I can go into my offer to the offer right now. One of the offers that we made, that we talked about, is Coach Tommy Durrell is released his ebook on Instagram organic, organic growth. So you definitely want to pick up that ebook if you are interested in growing your business. You definitely want to pick up that ebook because he has a process that really is working well for him. Once again, Instagram is not my jam. It's not my main place. Obviously, LinkedIn is. I'm the LinkedIn coach, so LinkedIn is my place. But he's doing so well on Instagram. I'm so proud of him. He's released his first ebook, so I really wanted to support him in that. So the link will be in this video as well. And also, if you want a complimentary LinkedIn profile review, make sure to click my link and get on my calendar. It's going to be in this video as well. On this video as well. Okay, so that was the offer profile reviews. Let me go ahead and quickly do a couple of those. Okay. So Leanne was one of the reviews that I did. And so when I do a review, I look at 3 things. I look at the profile photo, I look at the on the headline, and then I look at the about section. So let's kind of take those in order. So profile photo is very nice, smiling, looking forward, neutral background. That's what I like. In fact, you can see mine right here. Very similar, very similar. I just have more of a headshot because anytime, remember, LinkedIn is a networking platform. Anytime we lengthen that distance, right, it lengthens the distance and the closeness, the personalness of the profile. So to the degree that we can just have a headshot, that's going to be better. So, but this isn't bad, right? This isn't bad. It's not a full body shot. It's not a shot of her and other people. It's not a logo. It's not an avatar. All those things we don't want. Headshot, smiling, looking open, looking approachable, neutral background so that it doesn't distract the eye. That's ideally what you want. Now, I told Leanne here was her greatest area of opportunity here, because there are over 770 million profiles on LinkedIn. Well, what does that mean to you? That means that when someone comes to your profile, you have about 6 seconds or less to really grab that person, or else they're off to the next profile, right? And so what your headline does is you need to know, it needs to tell who your ideal client is, who you're speaking to, the benefit that you bring to that client, not necessarily the service you provide for that client. And it needs to have keywords that you're going to be putting in there to that your ideal client is putting in LinkedIn search to find what it is that you do. So that's kind of what you want there. Also, you want to make sure you use every character. You don't want to leave out any. This is prime real estate. Make sure you use every character. Okay. So, all right. So that's kind of what now the second reason that your headline is important is because as you go out and engage in the LinkedIn community, that goes with you, right? So unlike Facebook and Instagram, when you post or engage on someone else's post, is just your name. Here, when you engage on someone else's post, it's your little headline goes with you. So that person's audience can say, oh, that's Leanne. That's what she does. I want to reach out to Leanne. And that helps you out as well. So you really want to nail this down. Okay, so let's go down to the about section. Get rid of these. Okay, one more. Okay. So very brief. Remember, guys, your about section is about you, but it's about you in relation to how you can help your clients. I work with internet entrepreneurs, small business owners, and solopreneurs. So great. That defines who she works with. That should be up here. That should be up here in the headline. Who needs someone to take over numerous overwhelming details of the daily operations of the business, allowing them to do what they do best, enjoy the most. I can turn your daily And so here's what I told her about that. One, we want more. There should be more to it than that. It's a great start, right? It's a great start. But we want to add to it. We want to add to it. We want to add more layers, or more information that we need to know, right? But one of the things that I want to start with is your first sentence. Your first sentence, if you don't capture people at that first sentence, they're not going to read the rest. I don't care how short or long it is. You've got to catch them at that first sentence. You've got to catch them at that first sentence. So really focus in. Make that first sentence captivating. Make it exciting. Make it them want to read the rest. And if you can do that, then you're going to have a lot more success. All right. And so let's go back and see where we can end up here. If I can get back there. All right. So that was a profile review. Q&A session. I believe someone asked about the about section. There's 2,600 characters there that you can use. I suggest you use all of them, but tell that story in a very interesting and captivating way. And you don't have to do it all the same day. Build it up over time so that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay? And I think you're going to have great success. All right. And the last offer was just a reminder that Coach has his book out. So make sure that you click on the link, get that Instagram Organic Growth ebook. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to get a lot of value from it. And if you're watching this and you're saying, look, I'm just not having the success on LinkedIn that I want to have, make sure that you get on my calendar, but only if you're ready to get started in a serious manner on LinkedIn within 60 days. And I promise you, if you click on that link, in my calendar is going to ask the same thing. So this is, if you're not ready, then this is not the profile review would not be for you. But if you're ready to get started on LinkedIn in a serious way, I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you get on here and make a great first impression. All right, guys, I hope you got value from that. If you got value from that, make sure that you put in the comment section, the value that you got from it. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to the station, because we're going to be bringing you more high value content to raise your business to the next level. This is Sean Hill, the LinkedIn coach, and I'll see you on the next video.